Time's up. Have your own.
Here it comes.
All kids out of the pool for Adult Swim. All kids out.
Lego Lord of the Rings Balrog raised eyebrows for what some fans say is an unfortunate pose. I see it. I see it. Oh, I see it. It's taking a piss on Gandalf.
You shall not!
And he says to her, listen, you got a fine white girl ass. So I don't like the look of this D. Listen, I don't need gay or straight boner pills. My boner works just fine.
Before you go, one question.
Yes?
Where in the galaxy is Sanusi?
Show us your tits and I'll tell you.
Yeah, I want to see movies! I think I've died and gone straight to honker heaven. Boobs are amazing.
Really? Really? Welcome to the Daily Dive, the Double D's, the show that almost didn't happen today because YouTube was seriously fucked up for a while there and I could not get into studio. So I thought, well, maybe I'm going to get a day off. But no, it fixed itself. It fixed itself. So we're here. We are here. We're ready to go. And I see what y'all are doing in the chat. You're trying to troll me. You're trying to get me to get all angry and yell at you. I can't tell you PCs. I'm not gonna walk into your trap. I'm not going to walk into your trap. I'm already annoyed this morning because I woke up to be reminded. Well, I didn't wake up to be reminded. I was told and reminded that today it's One Piece live action 2 day. I love One Piece. I love real One Piece. One Piece live action is aggressively mid. And at least season 1 was aggressively mid. And I said as much the first time around. Wasn't terrible, just aggressively mid. But a lot of people sucked its dick hard all the way to the bottom of the shaft, all the way to the base. They even cupped the balls a little bit. And it's no different for season 2. And I haven't watched it. I don't plan on watching it. All right, here's the deal. You want me to watch it? Pay me $200, and I'll watch and talk about it in depth. Okay? Pay me $200, and I will watch and talk about it in depth. And I just realized I inadvertently scratched my nose, and you can see a red mark on video there. So I'm gonna be very self-conscious of that. I'll stream today. So yeah, pay me $200, and I'll watch all of One Piece live action season 2. And I'll talk about it. Other than that, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it because I don't like it. I don't like it. I've done a quick overview of what's happened so far this morning since everybody apparently binged it over. They apparently binged all 8 episodes overnight. It suffers the same shit from the previous season. They're rushing shit. They're stuffing shit in there. Race swaps. Newsflash, Brooke is Austrian. He's not black. And Brooke shouldn't even be there. I don't care if you have the foreknowledge of Brooke and Laboon. It shouldn't be there because it ruins the Brooke reveal at Thriller Bark. There's something special about seeing Brooke and going through Thriller Bark and then learning about Laboon and having him know that. It's something special about that in the actual story. And to have that shown now, you steal the soul of that reveal of Brooke's story. Because there's something special about a Straw Hat telling their life story to Luffy. before they become a member of the crew or during the process of becoming a member of the crew. There's something special about that. And there was something special when you get the reveal that Brooke was a part of the crew that adopted Laboon and had to leave him behind. So by spoiling that now, you inherently gut the proper emotional storytelling from Thriller Bark. You do. Now, a lot of people are going, oh, I saw Brooke. I saw Brooke now. It's epic. Yay. You know, fuck all those people. I am sick of this shit. I am goddamn sick of all this fake enthusiasm just because, oh, I see something I know. I see something I know. I can prove I'm a fan. Oh, look at me. I know who Brooke is. Look. No. Fuck it. Sick and tired of this shit. One Piece live action is nothing but a bunch of preening morons who want to go, look, I know this, or a bunch of fake weebs who want to go, yeah, I watched live action. I read a couple of chapters of the manga and watched a little bit of One Piece anime. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about now. Yeah, and then I read some wiki. Yeah, that's what we're getting with all of this. And I want no part of it. I want no part of it. Last time I did it because because I talked a lot of smack about the trailers and I had to see if I was right. And I was essentially wrong. It wasn't the giant disaster I thought season 1 was going to be, but it wasn't great. It wasn't great. It was still a bastardization of One Piece. I don't care how much Oda Sensei was involved. It was still a bastardization of One Piece. Just as what I'm hearing parts of this season are bastardization. I just watched a clip of the intro of Robin in the season, and she outright slaughters an entire squad of Marines. Does Robin do a lot of damage in a fight? Yes, she breaks a lot of bones and backs, but you know what? Robin doesn't actually kill people because that would feed into the false story that they paint of her as the demon child. So watching Robin slaughter people, and she's my One Piece waifu. You do not try to garbage take my One Piece waifu. Okay? You do not. So watching that that's not Robin. Oh, but that's Miss All Sunday. No. It's always Robin. So I want nothing to do with this. Nothing at all. You'll have to make me give a damn. Jeremy might check it out for shits and giggles, but I won't. I will not waste my time with this. I don't care how much everybody's loving it. I will not love it. Because I will hear, they show Bartolomolo in Logetown. Why? This show is never getting to the time skip. They are never getting to the time skip. And Bartolomolo. Never. They're never getting there. And the Grand Fleet, the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. They're never getting there. So why are you showing him? So that people can go, oh, Bartolomolo, see, I know Bartolomolo, I'm a fan, I know that. No. Sorry, no. I was kind of hoping that that YouTube would stay fucked up and I wouldn't have to do this today because I don't want to deal with this today. I don't. And I'm just going to be called, oh, you're just a hater. You're just an elitist purist. No, I just want what I'm familiar with. And there's no reason to do any of this. There's none. No reason to have it play out like this. No way. So I don't want to hear it. One Piece live action season 2, it's so good. I don't want to hear it. Because the people who are spouting it are either normies. They're either anime normies, and I don't give a fuck what they have to say. Because I guarantee 90% of the people that watched One Piece live action did not read the manga, did not go watch the anime, or they tried and gave up. And they just go, oh, I just want to watch live action. That'll be the definitive version for me. No, there is a definitive version. It already exists. This is an approximation. This is a poor adaptation. Oh, but this scene is exactly how it goes. Last time I checked, in the anime and the manga, Zoro is not having mental manifestations of Mihawk goading him. No, he's not. Oh, but it's so cool to watch this happen in live action. No, it isn't. You know what? Because I'm a firm believer. 9 times out of 10, anime does not belong in live action. Doesn't translate. So excuse me if I'm not gonna dance a happy dance for One Piece live action season 2. Forgive me. I have all the real One Piece I want. The anime and the manga. A couple weeks, I'm going to catch up in the manga so Jeremy and I can have a discussion on Anime Odyssey. Talk about what's going on Elbaf. As the present timeline resumes, as we finally exit the God Valley backstory and Loki's backstory. So forgive me if I am resistant to preening. I mean, listen, if I wanted to, I could play the game. If I was a disingenuous piece of shit, I would go, hey guys, I just watched One Piece live action 2. Here's a recording of me freaking out how great it is. Here's my super positive review because I know everybody just wants to hear how super positive it is. But if I did that, you would point at me and go, no, you're full of shit. And no, I'm not going to watch Daredevil Born Again because I don't like Daredevil as a hero. So fuck Daredevil. 2, I didn't watch season 1, and Dre already told me that it was a piece of shit. So I'm not going to watch Daredevil season 2 because I don't like Daredevil. I hate him as a hero. I've never liked him. So I'm not going to talk about him. So if I did anything, if I did anything that you guys know I don't like, it would unless I was convinced to, either monetarily or through a debate, you would know I'm full of shit. And that's why you're here. You're here because you know I don't do things that I don't know or like. I don't pretend. I mean, it would be so easy for me to binge watch all 8 episodes of O+ season 2, put out a fake ass positive overarching review of it. It would be so easy. One Piece live action season 2 was great. That's all I'd have to put in the title, season review. And I would bullshit my way through it because as a true One Piece fan, I could talk about stuff. Look, recognize that. Isn't that cool? Here's that foreshadowing. Isn't that awesome? I could do all that. I could put on the show. But it would be a lie. It would be an out-and-out lie. And I do not lie. I do not pretend to be something I am not. See, now you're just... Now you're just trying to troll me, Dash. You just want to send me off a different angry rant. That's all you want to do. I'm in full angry rant mode. You just want to divert me in another direction. Daredevil is not greater than Luffy. He's not. Luffy is greater than Daredevil. Anyway, Luffy could destroy, annihilate Daredevil in a fight. He's not as smart as Daredevil, but Luffy is greater than Daredevil. Anyway, so I don't want to hear about One Piece live action season 2 because I guarantee this came out today. Everybody's going to binge watch it this week. They'll talk about it for 2 weeks, and then it's going to disappear. No one's going to talk about it. They're not. Because everybody that's gooning themselves all over it, they're not One Piece fans. Or they're so new to it that they haven't been steeped in it for the 20 years I've been steeped in it. And they can't recognize a cheap imitation for what it is. Because One Piece live action is a cheap imitation. 90% of the cast is a miscast. Nothing looks right. And they rush everything. They rush everything. Oh, but we saw Chopper's backstory and it was so sweet. Yeah, and it was already done better in the anime and the manga. Tired of it. So that's a good start to today's show. I'm angry. I'm pissed off. Angry and pissed off, and people have left the stream. People have left the stream from my ranting. People left the stream. Let me check something else. I don't know. Look at something else here. Hang on. People have left the stream. I'm just curious. I'm just curious about something real quick. Hold on. If YouTube would actually behave itself today, which it's not. Something wrong on YouTube today. Anyway, so yeah, so there it is. There's my angry rant. And you don't have to agree with me. You just have to listen to me. That's all you have to do. If you're here, you're okay with listening to me be angry about this. And actually, here's the problem. I feel, to me, One Piece live action is it's nothing I ever asked for. Okay? It's nothing me as a One Piece fan ever asked for. And I know that it was Oda's mission to bridge the gap between getting a fresh base in there, a fresh viewer base in there to go with the loyal base. And I understand that. And he has every right to try and do it. This is his baby. This is literally his life's work. But it didn't work in the end. It didn't work. Planet X87, put this in your I don't want to be a filthy console peasant anymore fund. Well, that goes actually into the torture tier fund, the Day of Doom torture tier, which thanks to that, thank you for the $5, now stands at $144, where if we get to 200, not only will I carry Baby Yoda, but I will carry him in a harness on the Day of Doom and all the other fun stuff. So thank you for the $5. And I will be a filthy console peasant because I also play on PC too. I mean, if anybody bothers to look at my gaming streams for the past week, they've been PC based. So I go where the game is. I go where the game is. Anyway. All right, I'm going to stop yelling. I don't want to yell anymore. It tuckered me out. Thank you for the $5, Planet. Thank you very much, my friend. All right. And as always, here's the game. You guys can read. I don't feel like reading it today. I'm going to be lazy. We're going to move on. All right, so I ranted for almost 20 minutes on that. I didn't know what I was going to go off on this morning. I didn't want to go off on anything this morning. I wanted to be positive. I wanted to try and find something in a good mood to talk about. But no. I had to find out. I'd be reminded that One Piece live action season 2 happened. Opla. It's just the reason I don't want to get involved in it, because I'm just going to get yelled at. If I talk about it at all outside of this stream, if I do any sort of official reaction, review, analysis, all I'm going to get is get yelled at and be called an anime snob, which I'm not. If you've watched any of my anime coverage over the years, I'm anything but a snob. In fact, I hate elitists. And that's fair. That's fair that it's too zany for you. And I felt that way in the beginning myself. I felt that way that One Piece was zany in the beginning, but the farther it goes in, the more hardcore it gets, is my perspective. It feels a little weird and goofy when it starts out, but it finds its footing with serious nature. You think that the devil fruit powers are insane and nuts, but it actually lands it. But that's a fair perspective, because I shared that perspective once myself. I don't respect them trying to pull it off, though. I don't, because if they didn't cheat in the storylines, I'd respect it more. But they cheat. They cheat using existing information from down the line to pepper it now when we didn't know any of that in the beginning. Yeah. No. And you got to think, what are they've got? Season 3 is all Alabasta, and I saw Joe Manganiello as Crocodile in a clip. It doesn't look good. People are like, oh man, it looks great. No, it does not look good. They did not pull it off. They didn't pull it off at all. None of it looks good. And they're gonna have to. There's a lot they have to nail for Alabasta, and then after that, oh man, are they gonna pull off Sky? Could they pull off Skypiea? One of the most important yet boring arcs in early One Piece. I don't think they can. And then if they somehow get past Skypiea and go forward, then you got Davy back plus Water 7. And then Ennie's lobby. They don't. And the Robin actress said they had me say I want to live as my test screening. I think I nailed it because I got the job. I don't believe you nailed it. I saw her act for a minute there. She doesn't have the range. She doesn't have range. So this show has the live action has an expiration date on it. It has an expiration date on it. And I hope that expiration date is soon. I would love nothing more than to never hear about it again. I love nothing more. You look at some real. No, I'll look at it later. As my new printer's gonna arrive today, and I want to make sure. I want to know when it gets here because they leave it outside the door, which is better. I don't want to walk down to the stupid ass hub at the other end of the complex. Even though it's warm now, it's a nice, comfortable. 82. Fuck. I was gonna say it was a nice, comfortable 75 earlier. No, now it's a nice, sweltering 82. So now it's hot. Just a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, I was shoveling snow. 2 weeks ago. I was shoveling snow 2 weeks ago. And now it's hot. Which I'm fine with. I'm fine. I want the warm weather back. Hiccups. Fuck. Hang on. Okay. I'm fine with the warm weather back. I just didn't think it was going to be 82 today. And I got to go out. I got to go out later this afternoon. But it'll be early. It'll be late afternoon, early evening. Oh, the hiccups are still here. One more time. God damn it. Hang on. Usually. Fuck. I was ranting too much. Ten seconds. 10 seconds. It re-regulates the breathing and stops the hiccups. One of the few good things my stepdad ever taught me. One of the few good things he imparted to me that I've carried on in life. That and my respect for firearms. But other than that. Anyway, all right. We gotta get off this. We gotta get off the One Piece stuff. It's just gonna make me more angry. It's just gonna get me. I don't want to be angry. Then again, I'm sure as we look through the news, I'm just gonna be more angry today. That's how it works. Anyway, why don't we? Well, I've been going on for the first 23 minutes. Let's move on to the news. Let's see what's going on today. Refresh. Okay. Excuse me. I got plenty of sleep, but I'm always going to be somewhat tired, I guess. Emotional strain and duress. Something like that. All right. Here we go. The news. Jane Fonda to salute Robert Redford. One commie saluting another. One traitor saluting another commie. Like I give a fuck. See, look at that. The anger just starts all over again. Variety promotes Jamie Anderson. Don't care. Miley Cyrus performs as Hannah Montana for the first time in 15 years in trailer for 20th anniversary Disney Plus special. I don't know how that's going to possibly work because when she was Hannah Montana, that started her career, she was still she was not as disgusting and filthy as she is now. There is no way she can reclaim the persona of that with her disgusting, filthy reality that is Miley Cyrus. She's filth. Miley Cyrus is filth. And that's just not going to work. I don't see that working. I don't. And look, I'll be proved wrong. It'll make a bunch of money, and it's not made for me and that kind of crap. So there you go. Bon Jovi music biopic in the works of Universal. I could give a fuck. Nicole Kidman is dynamic in Prime Video's sensational serial killer thriller Scarpetta. I don't want to watch Nicole Kidman in anything anymore. I just don't. What? Oh, I think, okay, I understand the emote. Yeah, okay. Well, I don't have that cure available to me right now, so I got to hold my breath. Whoopi Goldberg documentary. Oh, please. Nobody wants to watch a Whoopi Goldberg documentary. Give me a break. Anything here. Viola Davis. Who cares about Viola Davis? Woman King. You will call her Woman King. AI actor Tilly Norwood sings about backlash in bizarre music video claiming AI is not the enemy, it's the key. I am all for this simply because it triggers so many fucking retards. I'm all for it because they're going to cry harder. I just want them to cry harder. It makes me laugh. Let's see. What? MoMA and the film at Lincoln Center announced new directors. I don't even know what that is. Willem Dafoe movie The Souffleur lands North American distribution with Kino Lorber. Well, Willem Dafoe is always a fantastic actor. I love Willem Dafoe. Incredible actor. Always enjoy him. Even in movies I hate. Let's see. Disney taps ESPN to Omar Raja to help NBA fans pivot from the Oscars to the Oscars NBC. Yeah, that's going to work. Listen, Usopp sucks, but One Piece doesn't all suck because of Usopp. And Dermy's not here. You're not going to get the same reaction. Dermy's the Usopp fanboy, not me. You're not going to, you're not going to get the same reaction out of me as you would him. Yeah. So apparently, I missed this yesterday. Timothy Chalamet attacked opera and other classical music, saying it was irrelevant. Does this prove once and for all that he's a no-talent piece of shit? Opera is beautiful. Classical music is beautiful. It may not always be what you want, but it was made by some titans of musical creativity and talent that the world will likely never see again. And Timothy Chalamet is not talented. He has no ability because he's Timothy Chalamet. He's kept by what is it? It is a one of the Kardashian sisters is his sugar mama, or is she a Jenner? Is it a Jenner or a Kardashian? I don't remember. Either one. Either way, he's a kept man. He rests his head on her shoulder at a word show. Timothy Chalamet is a piece of shit. He's not a good actor. And he's not the future of masculinity because they want him to be the future. They want him to be the future of masculinity. That's the thing. They really do. I don't know what this is, and I don't care. Project May Review. Ryan Gosling in a lavish but derivative outer space adventure. Well, I'm not going to believe Variety because Variety sucks a lot of dick. I will wait to see what you guys have to say because I believe you guys are going to make me watch this soon. Well, that's the thing. It's not, you have to be taught to appreciate it. You have to be exposed to it to understand its beauty. Now, I'm not particularly a fan of opera, but objectively, I can understand the beauty of it and I can hear the art of it. But I'm not but that's the thing. That's the thing. I'm not exactly, but I can appreciate it. Oh, okay. Kratos for 50. Go see Project Hail Mary next week. Extra money for the ticket. I don't. There's no IMAX. The IMAX doesn't work around here. But okay, all right. Let me get to the whole thing here. Why does it always? I hate it when it doesn't show me the full message. Why doesn't oh, all right, let me see if I can pop it out here and get the full message. There'll be no need to compare it to The Room. Okay. All right. Considering okay, so I'm gonna have to find the so thank you for the 50 Kratos, and I will do as you ask. I will even and to prove it, I will show the ticket. I will show my ticket for proof that I didn't cheat. I will have to find the time though, because remember, I don't. I would have to be in a matinee because I do so much streaming during the week. Here's the deal. I will try and go see it on. All right, here's the thing. So since Jed is moving on he's moving weekend of MegaCon next weekend, I will essentially have Saturday afternoon. I will have Saturday off. I will not be doing anything Saturday. So I will try and go see it on Saturday, on the 21st. I'll go and see it. And then Monday, I'll give the chat maybe watch us reviews. That's what I'll do. So that's how it's going to roll. Since there will be since No Man's reviews ends this weekend and Jed's moving that weekend, so we won't be doing drive-in. I will have Saturday afternoon objectively to myself. So what I'll do is I'll do my normal Saturday stuff. I'll just go to the movies first and then do all my shopping and then come home. That's what I'll do. So that's how it'll work. So and then Monday I'll give it since I have Saturday off. Then because Saturday night. Or I'll be if my copy arrives, I'll be streaming Crimson Desert that night. So Saturday, I'll go see it, and I'll go see it on Saturday, the 21st. Since this weekend is only the brief preview. Well, yeah, I could probably pre-buy it. I tend to walk in and get my tickets. I'm still one of those people that walks in and gets their ticket. I tend to not pre-do it, but I'll check to make sure that there are seats available before I go. Because I'll have to go early. So I'll plan it out next week. But thank you, Kratos, for the 50. And I will go and I will do it. I will do it. So I guess I'll be giving my straight up opinion on Project Mary. Now remember, I know nothing about Project Hail Mary. I know absolutely nothing about it. And that 50 also will now go into the kitty. So that puts us at $194. So for another $6, I will have to carry Baby Yoda Grogu in the harness on the day of doom. $6, $6 more, and I'll carry Baby Yoda in the harness. Okay, so thank you, Kratos. I will go through that next week. We'll work that out. Because I don't believe anything Variety or anybody else says. I was going to wait for Jed to tell me, but you know what this means? This means that Sunday, because hopefully Jed will be able to do Roundtable that Sunday. I'll make sure whether or not we'll be able to have a real discussion about it. He won't just have to dodge around, not telling me things. He'll dodge around this weekend because he's going to go see it on Friday with the special screening, the early screening. But I will have to do that. Sean Hannity's new podcast offers perch off Fox Play. I don't care about Hannity. Oscar performers announced Hunter X and Buddy Guy to perform K-pop Demon Hunters and Sinners musical tributes. Yeah, well, I mean, that's feeding off a popular thing right now, so good for that. Filmax nabs teen dramedy Bros from Rodriguez Things Don't Care. Joe Alwyn joins Rachel Wise and Matthew McFadden in Thomas Alfredson's Seance on a Wet Afternoon. Seance? Is that Seance? Is that how you spell Seance? Never actually seen it spelled, I don't think. Adolescence leaves world. Don't care. Don't care. Hopper's bound to number one at UK Ireland box office. Numbers is still down. Let me check. Numbers. The numbers. Still under maintenance. Cannot get an accurate viewing of the box office of Hoppers. But I still predict it's going to be a disaster. Let's see. Anything else here? 9. I'll go one more in. Got to count for the overnight a little bit. Anything here? Shut up. Don't want to hear about it again. Already, I don't want to get angry. Anything here? Anything here? No, nothing here. All right, let's move on. I'm not a puppet. I'm the star. AI actress Tilly Norwood released a puppet. We already talked about Tilly Norwood. PS Plus game catalog. Don't care. I currently don't have a PS Plus, so I don't care. Mortal Kombat 2 and Street Fighter movie beef continues as Louis Tan calls out Andrew Schultz for talking shit. I don't care what fake character from Mortal Kombat movie 1 has to say. I don't care. I don't care. Man on Fire, exclusive first look at images and Netflix release date revealed. Are they doing a TV adaptation in that? Crypto Delver finally confirms how well the game will run on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. Well, I already have it reserved. I'll be playing it on my peasant land. This year's Oscars will include 2 major moments. I already talked about that. Anything could change. Battlefield 6 Devs says it plans to listen to community feedback for a very long time. Yeah, but EA just fired a bunch of y'all. You don't have as much people there anymore now. Battlefield 6 studio design director talks night maps and the need to work with fans as Season 2 Nightfall looms. Hours after announcing Donald Glover as Yoshi in the Super Mario Galaxy movie, Nintendo has now revealed its new Yoshi game release date. Yeah, I heard about the Super Mario Galaxy movie stuff yesterday. Donald Glover as Yoshi? What? Listen, I'm not going to see this movie anyway. I had not planned on seeing this. The first one was nice and fun. And I also saw the first one mostly for channel purposes. And it didn't pan out. So I'm not going to bother again. But Donald Glover as Yoshi? What? What? What are we smoking? What are we sniffing? No, that's Danny Glover. I think Danny Glover's his grandfather. I don't know the relation. No, that Donald Glover from Community and other stupid shit. He's gay Lando from Disney Star Wars. He's robot fucking Lando from Disney Star Wars. Donald Glover. I don't get that, man. I never liked him. From Season 4, exclusive trailer and post reveal. Don't care. The cost of running Fortnite has gone up a lot, and we're raising prices to help pay the bills, Epic Games says, announcing V-Bucks changes and more. Well, considering Fortnite is free and everybody chooses to pay untold amounts of money for skins and other shit, they can do whatever they want. People choose to pay money to Fortnite. They don't pay a subscription. You could play Fortnite and never pay a cent and play the same as everybody else. You just would have the goofiest skins that they originally have. So I don't see a big deal. They want to raise the money. Doesn't matter because you know what? Everybody's going to keep paying for the Fortnite shit. They're going to. It's that simple. That's simple. I don't care. I don't like Fortnite. I'm never going to play Fortnite. But not my thing. This is what Kel was talking about yesterday. The internet is discussing Pikmin, a new Pokemon, Zelda, and Power World ripoff that doesn't hide its obvious influences. This is what Kel was talking about yesterday. And I said if there's an article, we'll read about it. So we could read about this if you guys want to, but we would have to do it. Capcom confirms Resident Evil Requiem post-launch content plans. Good. Give the player base more to play with. They are happy. Keep making them happy. Disney Plus live-action Tinkerbell series in development. Why? I mean, you know, they're going to adapt those Tinkerbell movies from the 2000s. That's the lore for this shit. That's the lore. Everyone who plays Fortnite pays with their soul. I sold my soul to other things, I guess. So I guess my soul already has a tab it cannot pay. I don't know. I think it would be too mean then. Too mean. Pokemon Pokepia fans have an important PSA for anyone. Just starting. No, you don't have to manually water all the grass. Well, good to know for Dermy, because he's going to have to play this shit. Valve facing UK lawsuit over music rights in games Valve doesn't make our own. I don't like any copyright music claim. Hell, I got claimed for Star Wars again last night. We got hit, even though I've been trying to adjust the music so you can barely hear it. I got hit last night. We got hit on copyright again. I'm fighting them one at a time to make sure it's going to win. So I will fight it, and it's going to go to members anyway tonight. But I'm going to fight it because getting copyright there. I said this last night when we were playing Star Wars last night. YouTube at this point should have a built-in mechanism so an algorithm can tell you're playing a video game and the music being generated from it is in the game, so that we don't have to go through the whole rigmarole of disputing fair use because playing a game, here's the tab, blah blah blah. Why are we doing this? I wouldn't be just sitting there on a YouTube channel listening to John Williams Star Wars music. Playing a game. Also, yeah, the Super Mario Galaxy revealed Wart, the villain from Super Mario Brothers 2. So apparently he's going to get thrown into this as well, because I believe Mauser was already revealed as well. So I don't care. Some people may be squeeing in their pants, and I don't. Here's stuff from yesterday that I think we talked about but don't care about. Okay, Park Place. Rachel Zegler doubles down on racial rhetoric as comeback attempt begins. I don't care. We did our job destroying this horrible person for all of last year. We did our job. She got punted away from everything. This is attention seeking, and I'm not going to give her the attention she wants. This is a waste of time to talk about, in my opinion. Waste of time. Because it's the same thing. She's just being the horrible person she always was. That's it. So I'm not going to waste my time talking about Rachel fucking Zegler. British Airways cancels all Abu Dhabi. That's where you'll stay. Flights as regional instability raises questions about Yas Island tourism and Disney's future in the region. I was never going to go there anyway. Do I look like normal? If you know, you know. Hopper's had a worse debut than Rachel Zegler's Snow White. The media pretends the opposite. What did we talk about this on Sunday on Roundtable with some just adjusted metrics we were able to find through Google search. Yeah, Hopper's only made $44 million domestically. Only made $44 million domestically and $44 million globally or internationally, for a global haul of $88 million on a budget of $150 million. Yet the stands and the Disney water carriers, they're all going, what an incredible start. And it was a trailer for Mandalorian and Grogu. The kids suck. No, that was a failure. It's a failure. It's going to flop. It needs at least $400 million to break even. And you're goddamn right I'm old. So are you. I remember Garfield, god damn it. I'll pack you up and send you to Abu Dhabi. Anyway, so yeah, Hoppers is going to do terrible, man. It's going to do abominably. And they can't pretend anything otherwise. We know their budget, and according to what I've heard now, they've been marketing it heavily. So it's got a good bit of marketing in there. They spend money on that marketing. And it's going to fail. Another Disney flop, just like I predicted. Final Mark Galaxy trailer, don't care to talk about it. Netflix ends partnership with Meghan Markle. That's funny. That is funny. That's funny. I like that. Even Netflix can't stand that bitch. Fantastic Four WandaVision director exit Marvel for TriStar. Interesting. But in the end, what does it matter? And that's it. That's the news. And I'm sticking to it. All right, so let's see. Do we have anything else today here? Anything else? No, we don't. So we're almost at the hour. So unless you guys want to do anything else, let's just talk a little bit. And we'll set the stage with now the adjusted stage to make sure we get everything proper. So here's the deal. Tonight, I have to go out this afternoon because I have to shuffle my schedule this week so that I have Saturday open for a couple things, including drive-in, because we have to do drive-in earlier because Jed wants. We were going back to the live. We're going back to the live version of Saturday Night Drive-In because the upload version failed. We took this opportunity during Where No Man Wants to Go reviews to experiment to see if Saturday Night Drive-In would work as just a regular video upload. Newsflash, with the current subscription levels that Jed and I have, it did not. It did not. So we will be returning to our live version of Saturday Night Drive-In this Saturday. We do not know what time yet. We haven't spoken about it yet, but we will lock that down before Saturday, of course. So we'll have Drive-In. So in order to accommodate that and a couple other real-life things I have to deal with, I'm going out this afternoon, going out tomorrow afternoon, so that we can get things done. So I do want to stream more SWTOR tonight, but it'll probably be later again. We started at 9 last night. I'll probably somewhere around 9, maybe even 10 tonight, just because by the time I get home, then I need to first clean up, make dinner, eat dinner, relax a little bit after dinner, and then get everything set up. So it'll be later tonight because we have to go to Alderaan and make sure we get everything done before 3,000 years passes and the planet gets blown up. So we're heading to Havoc Squad, heads to Alderaan next. Other than that, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Thursday is, of course, the final Starfleet Academy day, so we won't be streaming then. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Friday will be the final episode of Ballbusters. The final episode of Ballbusters. So that'll be that, and it'll be a show. Derby's planning the show. He's planning the show. Saturday, as I said, Drive-In returns to live. We've got No Man's Reviews. And then Sunday roundtable, I guess I don't really have a show planned yet. It's still too early. I haven't put a show together yet. I don't know what we're doing for roundtable yet this week, but something always manages to manifest. I always figure it out. Anyway, and then we'll be back next week, which will be an interesting week. So next week, as thanks courtesy of Kratos, I will be going to see Project Hail Mary next week in the theater. Once again, I will show my ticket as proof that I didn't just take the money and cheat, because I am an honest businessman. So I will go see it in the theater next Saturday, and then we'll do chat, maybe watch his reviews that Monday. And there we go. There we go. And of course, by next week, I hope all of you heading to MegaCon next week have a safe trip and enjoy MegaCon. I will be here playing video games. We'll be playing Crimson Desert along with going to see Project Hail Mary. I'm very excited for Crimson Desert. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be really a lot of fun. Looking forward to it. Anyway, so unless we got anything else, let me check one more time on the element side. No, that appears to be it. I will bid you adieu. Later tonight, we'll be back for some more SWTOR. And hope you guys have a good rest of your day. I'll try not to get angry anymore. And we'll have a good time. Anyway, thank you all for being here. I appreciate everybody's support as always. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys next time. Until then, take it easy, everybody.